Oregon City's rich history goes back to a time before Oregon was a state. Along with that history, Oregon City's water system has some of the oldest pipes in the state still in service. Many of the city's aging pipes are nearing the end of their useful life and need replacement. There are 154 miles of water pipes, and some pipes are over 100 years old. To stay ahead of pipe failures, the recently adopted Water Master Plan recommends replacing 2 miles of pipe every year at a current annual cost of $2.3 million a year. This amount of investment would mean a steady annual water rate increase and cost an average monthly household $3 a month. Oregon City's average residential monthly water rates will remain comparable to peer communities. Every day, Oregon City residents turn on their taps and get safe, clean water. Water is available 24 hours a day, year-round, for drinking, fire protection, cooking, and keeping gardens green. Water is also vital to business and industry and is indispensable to the local economy and jobs. Most of us take clean water for granted, but we don't often think about what we can't see, like the infrastructure that delivers the water to us.
Oregon City's drinking water program is facing a challenge. In 2014, the city's water rates will be cut significantly as a consequence of a voter-initiated measure that was approved back in 1996. Notwithstanding the 1996 measure, the city has a history of strong public investment building reliable public water systems.
A provision in that initiative was also to increase the water rates a maximum of 3% every year in order to keep up with cost of living. Some years that 3% was added, some years it wasn't. And now the question is going to be before us, how do we implement this charter amendment? I think most reasonable people understand that we cannot roll the water rates back to 1994 any more than you could run your home on the budget that you had in 1994. Things have gotten more expensive.
The city's first objective is to maintain the water system, maintain the systems that treat the water, maintain the systems that manage the treated water, and maintain the pipes that get the treated water to our customers. Replacement of existing old age pipes is a major part of the city's maintenance program, and our ability to replace these old water pipes is directly correlated to revenue collected through water rates.
The City Commission is doing a lot of studying, a lot of outreach. There's a lot of people working on the issue. Nobody wants to raise them too much, and nobody wants to raise them not enough to provide enough services to our citizen. And that's what it's about.
Our community is responding to this challenge by considering responsible solutions that ensure the city's drinking water system remains reliable. After months of community involvement, with input from the Water Rate Advisory Work Group, 3 themes continue to surface. Most of our population has no idea that a 1996 initiative will affect the city's ability to deliver reliable water service. Once the water rate rollback problem is understood, people support reasonable solutions, including rate increases. The people of Oregon City place a high value on reliable water service.
I appreciate water because I enjoy gardening and I like to cook, and well, I like to think that my house is protected in case I have a fire. And so all these reasons are why I think it's important to have good infrastructure. We have good quality water, we need good pipes to put that water through to bring it to our house.
As a restaurant and bar, cleanliness, hygiene, and the ability to sanitize our plates, it affects every aspect of our operation.
Water is very important. We use water in everything we do, from baking and making coffee, washing dishes, cleaning counters. Clean water is very, very important to everything that we do.
Providence Willamette Falls Medical Center uses Oregon City water for many purposes, including infection prevention such as hand washing, cooking, cleaning, heating, cooling, and sterilization of medical instruments.
Old pipes corrode, creating discolored water that is safe to drink, but doesn't appear clean. Corrosion also reduces the amount of water that can flow through the pipe, reducing the firefighting capacity. And corroded pipes are prone to breaks, causing localized water outages and property damage.
There's definitely value in staying ahead of the pipe failures. System water leaks are wasted dollars. Every gallon of water lost is water that ratepayers paid to treat, store, and distribute. Patching pipes is necessary for every water utility, but it becomes an inefficient solution as a long-term maintenance strategy. Pipe patching requires an immediate response at a high cost per patch. In Oregon City, it's common for an old, leak-prone pipe to result in several different calls for repair before the funding is available for replacement.
Proactively replacing old pipes prevents these costly emergency repairs and improves water quality. Another benefit? Smaller-sized pipes are replaced with larger-sized pipes, improving water pressure and giving firefighters adequate water flow to battle fires.
An adequate water supply is extremely important for the fire district, primarily because it's required in the Oregon Fire Code. These set water supply requirements allow the fire department to safely and effectively fight fires. Water is an extremely necessary resource for us to fight a fire, whether it be through water through a fire hydrant or water for a fire sprinkler system.
If the water pressure delivered to the site drops below a certain value, many of the devices that we rely on will no longer operate.
City leaders are concerned that those 20-year-old water rates will no longer raise enough money to operate the water system.
We recognize that the cost of replacing old age pipes is a burden to the community, yet it's also a community investment in an essential service.
Well, I'm a homeowner and I pay a water bill in Oregon City. And when I see that water bill, I'm concerned. I figure I'm just like everybody else that lives here and pays a water bill too. I don't want my water bill to go up, but I also know that there's some things that are kind of important to pay for to help us have good water.
Oregon City has a strong tradition of self-reliance and planning for the future. Ensuring the city continues to benefit from clean, safe drinking water is key to our community's long-term progress and to the welfare of its citizens.
Please become informed about Oregon City's drinking water program and help your community respond to its needs with responsible solutions.